is what goes inside your hands. And then you can see your elbows. Make sure they don't get too wide. If they stay shoulder distance, when you tiptoe your toes and then lift your knees, lift your hips. You don't have to move any further forwards than you're ready for in this practice. But if you start to straighten your knees and tiptoe your toes, walk forwards towards your elbows. Once your elbows are trained to stay close together, then this becomes practice for an inversion for headstand. So you can squeeze one knee up into your chest, point your toes up, exhale, bend that knee down. Inhale, squeeze your knees into your chest, other side. Exhale, keep your knees straight. So inhale, bend knee. Exhale, straight knees. Inhale, bend knee. Exhale, straight knees. If you've done a headstand before, squeeze your knees together and just press your elbows down into the mat. This bent knee version is more effective in your body and your shoulders. If you have spent some time here and go into a full extension, pay attention to your core, to your elbows, down into the mat, so your shoulders get nice and strong. You can stay in this, whichever version of the headstand you've decided to train in this morning. Take a gentle inhale. You can stay in the pose for as long as you're comfortable. Bend your knees. Child's pose when you have finished playing. So sit that down on your feet, take your knees wide and then stretch out your arms gently. Rest your elbows down into the mat. Rest your head into the mat again. And take a few moments for the energy in your body to move back into where it's familiar. Lift your chin gently, stretch out your arms. Come into a tabletop position so that you can tiptoe your feet down, walk your hands closer to your feet, knees pointing out like a frog, hands in a prayer position. So whether you're on tiptoes or flat feet, this is going to make your spine strong. Inhale, lift your spine up. Exhale, lower down into your hips. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower down. You can take your hands out in front of you. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, lower down. So you have to trust the process that if you know what's in your room or your space, you can gradually push your hips back, strong feet, and then rest your hips on the ground. You feel like you need your hands behind you. Once you've done that a few times, you're in the club and then there's no fear in your body. So feet to the front of your mat, bend your knees, wrap your hands around your knees, give them a bit of a hug at this point. And then if you want, you can start tiptoeing your feet. Maybe your feet lift off the mat. You can bind your toes with your hands or take hold of your feet in whatever position suits you. Because I'm sideways. You might not be able to see how far my feet are moving away from each other, but you can start exploring. Once you're in this balanced position and your spine is automatically just learning how to stabilise, this is a nice place for your body to get childlike and playful. So I encourage you to feel a bit childish when you're doing these poses if you can. So one side can do the same, or you can do two totally different things. If you keep a bend in your knees, then it's easier for your knees to be close. If you stretch out your knees, you might feel like you're going to roll back. And if you do roll back, then that's great, because that's where we're going to get to anyway. So I always show two ways of rolling back. The challenger way I'll do first. Squeeze your knees into your chest. You ready? Take an inhale, and then roll back, and then exhale, feet as close to the ground as your breathing will allow you to go gently. You can reach your hands out behind you and support your spine. If anybody didn't come into the plough pose that way, then bend your knees, hands on your knees. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, uncurl your spine. So you can take hold of your feet and then play from there. So there's never any right or wrong with your body. Your hands can stay on your toes, or if you reach your fingers forwards in front of you, then you may use your hands to prop your spine from the front, so it's on the back of your hips. So plow is a gentle release pose where your breathing is easy, coming in through your nose, into your belly. Exhale, let that breath go. If you've got bends in your knees, it's easier on your body. If you want to take it up into a stack, into a shoulder stand, then squeeze your knees together and your ankles together. And then lift your body up, everything on top of your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows close together behind your back, shoulder distance. You can make one side do something different to the other side. On Zoom, there might be a tendency for your head and neck to look sideways at your teacher for reassurance, but I would say protect that part of your spine, keep it lifted up so your spine is straight. You can start to bend your knees towards your ears and then stretch out your arms onto the floor behind you. The slower you go in this process of uncurling your spine, the stronger your core. So let your lower back uncurl and rest onto the floor, onto the mat with a bend in your knees. Take hold of your ankles, squeeze your feet together and rest your shoulders and your lower back whilst keeping this open hip position. You can let go of your ankles now and interlock your fingers round your left knee. So your left knee is in a bent position. You can take your right leg and stretch it gently onto the floor. Keep a bend in your elbows, so wiggle your elbows. Keep your shoulders engaged and strong. If you squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back and lift your chest, you may be able to feel that knee squeeze closer to your chest. That's it. And then keep one hand on that knee. Take your right hand out to the side and then guide your knee away from that extended arms. Just nice and gently, you feel a little bit of open extension in your knee. You can turn your chin in the opposite direction to that knee. Feel a side stretch gently. Take one more inhale in and exhale. Inhale, lift your knee back up to the ceiling into your chest, and then we're going to swap sides. So start lifting up your right leg, interlock that opposite knee, and then extend your left leg down this time. Let your head and neck rest into the mat, and then your shoulders. Wiggle your elbows again, roll your shoulders, and then you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades into the mat, lift your chest, and breathe in. Exhale. Feel like you're pushing your knee gently into your chest. Keep one hand on that knee, one hand extended out onto the floor, and then guide your knee wide in the opposite direction to that extended hand and arm. Chin away from your knee, so in the opposite direction. Feel a gentle twist there. And then inhale, squeeze your knee all the way back to centre. Happy baby pose, where you combined your fingers round your toes. But it's not balancing happy baby pose this time. You've got the benefit of having your spine completely relaxed into the floor. So you can either stay still or you can rock from side to side. You can rock forwards and backwards. Anything that creaking that you might be able to hear is not my body, it's the floor. So feel like the movements that you make in your body are light-hearted, without stress or strain. And then you're going to rock yourself into a ball, squeeze your knees into your chest, wrap your hands around your knees, wiggle your toes, and then move your ankles in circles, one direction and then the other. That's it. And then take a big inhale, squeeze, rock and roll forwards back to a seated position. I'll come closer, I'll socialise with you. So that cross-legged position, get back into it. Rest your hands on your knees, either palms facing down or turn your palms up towards the ceiling. You can take your finger and thumb and connect it if you like. And if your eyes were closed at any part of that practice, then I invite you to move back into that stillness. So lift your chin, take a breath into your body, and then exhale. Relax your spine, chin down, close your eyes, let your chin rest down to your chest. And then we'll start moving gently, chin towards shoulders. So inhale, chin to your left shoulder. Exhale, let it roll back to your chest, and then all the way to the other side, breathe in. Exhale to your chest again. Inhale to shoulder. Exhale, roll down. Gentle half circles. You can stay in half circle mode or make a gentle full circle, sensing into the top of your spine in the opposite direction. And then slowly let your head feel like it's rolling until it can rest. Lift your chin, breathe in through your nose, fill your chest and your belly, and then exhale, let that breath go. Inhale, lift your chin again, expand your chest and your diaphragm. Exhale, let it go. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, slight lift of your chin, draw your energy in. 3, 4. Exhale, let it go. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, take that breath down into your belly. 3, 4. Exhale, let it go. 2, 1. Inhale in. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Softer, gentler breathing as you take that inhale. 3, 4. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, feel that those airways are clear and flowing. And exhale, natural release back outside your body. 2, 1. Breathe in, strong and calm breath. 3, 4. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Pause your breath. No need to breathe straight away into that next inhale. Feel that calmness in your body. And then a gentle micro breath whenever you're ready. But that place in between breaths is an interesting teacher to your own mind and body. Take your right hand onto your chest, onto your heart, and then take your left hand lower down on your belly. Let your chin rest down. And in a few moments, I'll say the closing affirmation to our practice this morning. May this practice heal and strengthen all of my body and all of my mind. May this practice heal and strengthen all of my body and all of my mind. Start to lift your chin and open your eyes, stretch out your fingers. Stretch out your arms to your sides. Let the air into your chest. And then exhale, hands to your knees. Open your eyes and come back to the space that you're in. And then in your own time, nod to yourself to say thank you for your time, for your practice. You can press your palms together, take your palms to your forehead. Namaste, my light bows to your light. So if that resonates, namaste everybody. Have a smile in the corners of your mouth. Keep your face nice and gentle. Keep your breathing fluid and flowing and gentle. Remember, there's lots of light inside you, and there are many opportunities and obstacles outside this very day to get in the way of your light and your high vibrational self. But it's your birthright to feel good no matter what's going on the outside. we've got control over this space, our bodies and our minds. So thank you for joining me live on this little Zoom. Have a wonderful day. I'm back on at 7 p.m. if you want a double yoga session today. Otherwise, just enjoy your day and enjoy being your authentic self. Lots of love and gratitude from me. Thank you, guys. And if you are watching this back on the video, which is not live, then thank you. I hope that this comes in handy for you to use if you can't make the live practices, but there is definitely value in being able to share our time together, if not our space together. So I'll hopefully be posting this on YouTube and you can catch me there. Feel free to ask me any questions about how classes are working right now and formats, how I can reach you. Sat down, have a lovely day. Bye for now.